Hi everyone, meet my new Dofus character, Ironman Caleb. We're going to try and reach level 200 as an ultimate Ironman. Now you might be asking, what in the world of 12 is an ultimate Ironman? Well, this means that there are no trades, no buying and selling, no help in fights, and you cannot use the bank. This has to be completed all on my own with no help from anyone else, and I have to play this as if I was the only person on the server. So if you want to hang around for a little while, then be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date. Hello and welcome back to the second episode. Here I'm going to go through what I've been doing. It has taken me a long time, I'm not going to lie. So I've sort of landed on this random set. It's just little pieces that I've put together that I think will help me go through the game. And I can build on the items here. So we've got an amulet, 2 rings, a knife and other items. So these are all the items that I need to gather to be able to make them. But first I have to level up my profession. So jeweler 30, smith 30, tailor 22, lumberjack 20, alchemist 30, and shoemaker level 27. So it will take me some time to get them, but I think that's very important for the game overall. So what we're going to do is just go through what I've been doing. So I initially focused on tailor, and I was just spamming pretty much everything that I could to gain some levels. So pretty much everything that I had from the first episode got me to level 8 tailor, which isn't too bad. So I decided to fight some things inside Incarnum to get me some nice easy levels. So these fights, most of them I'm going to speed up because they are very boring in the Incarnum world. So I just kill them, get some resources, and pretty much every time I've recorded me fighting something, the items that I've dropped have been actually really bad. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but maybe it's just karma or something, who knows. Anyway, we've gone through and we've killed a whole bunch of stuff, and then now we'll go back and craft some more. So you want to be doing the top items you can. They'll give you the most experience points to level up your craft as quickly as you can. So that's what I've been doing, and as you can see, we got to level 14 pretty quickly, which isn't too bad inside Incarnum. And this one's pretty funny. I tried to do the math in my head real quick, but I mean, I'm an engineer, I should be able to do it, but I honestly, I didn't. But luckily I had enough to do one more to get me to level 15, and then I decided it's probably best to go to Astrib and start to do a little bit more, little higher level items to get more XP. So I was focusing on the peewees, hopefully the single peewees, as that would be a lot quicker for me. I can take more, but I lose a fair bit of health. It gets a little risky because I can only attack twice, and at this point in time I was only doing about 20 to 25 damage per hit. So I could do about 50 damage per turn, but then the peewees reduce your range, and they also, if they're right next to you, they can hit quite hard. I found, pardon me, fighting the peewees was actually pretty good. I got quite a few levels, as you can see. I got to level 25 there. I started at level 20, and throughout fighting peewees and a few other little bits and pieces, I actually gained quite a few levels, so that was quite good. I do learn later, so the Saturday, if that's how you want to pronounce it, I had someone comment that I pronounce it Saturday, how to play them a little bit better. Mad Doll's a lot better than the block. The block's good if something's hard hitting. Mad Doll can choose a few different people, put the poison on them so I can hit them and hit all of them at once. So now we went on to the tailor and started making some items that we had. So we had to get tailor to level 27, I think it was. No, 22 tailor was, to be able to craft the 2 items. But one of them that I wanted was the gobble headgear, and part of that you need the shrub straight, something like that. Which you need, I think, Lumberjack and Alchemist at level 30, and I think Lumberjack might be level 20 something, I can't remember. I could go back to the original picture, but I don't have that handy. But what I decided to do is to put that one on pause and to make the cape. So now I'm collecting the items that I need to make the cape, which I'll show you right at the end, so do stick around for the video to see the picture of what I collected in the end. As I leveled up, I did get the sacrificial doll, which helps me out tremendously, because that can do a huge amount of damage as it saves up, which you'll see later in the video. But for now, what I wanted to do is I need to drop the silk strings, and I also needed to get the blue lava skins, which was very important for the cape that I was making. So you'll see that in just a minute once I kill the blue. And yep, same. You record the video and you don't drop that much. Now that I had all the items that I need from the lavas, I had to get 4 scarecrow tongue. It's a bit of a tongue twister for me, at least. So as you can see, my sacrificial doll does a lot more damage than I do by myself. So now that we had that, we needed some iron because we needed to make some planks. So we needed iron. And this is probably, honestly, this is a lot harder than fighting everything that you fight, because the bots or people, I don't know what it is, but the iron is almost impossible to get. I spent so much time getting iron, probably more than fighting all these monsters together. So now that we had the iron, we can go into the lumberjack and we can use the saw, and we'll make our particle board, which we need for our item. I don't know why it pops up purple peewee feather there. It's a bit strange. So now we can go back to the tailor and create our cape. Finally, our first item that we're going to use on our quest. Actually, no, they're the wooden wings to get us to our level. And then we're going to create our cape. Level 22. We actually did get to level 24 in the end, which isn't a bad thing. So, as you can see, vitality is pretty good. It's the max you can get on that item, but the strength is the lowest you can get on the item, and the lock is the lowest, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm not going to spend that much time making a few of them, because I don't feel like that's time well spent. So, what we're going to do now is go to our shoemaker and start leveling that up, just by making everything that we can with the items that we've already got on ourselves. So, as you remember, we can't use the bank, we can't buy or sell anything, so everything that we make and everything that we need has to come from myself. So, like I said, playing as if you're the only person on the server, so that does make it quite hard. So we did get a few levels on the shoemaker from everything that we already had. So I did go and fight a few different things just around Incarnum and came back so we can make some more. And we got quite a few levels off this. As you can see, it's just the real basic stuff. It's everything in Incarnum. So it's honestly not that hard, and a few leftover peewee feathers and stuff that I had from fighting before, leveling up our tailor. And you can see we leveled it up quite a bit. I think Shoemaker was the one that had to get to 27, I think it is. We got pretty close with the stuff that we had on hand, but not enough. And once we've made that, we'll see we're about level 24, so I know that we'll need to increase it a little bit more to be able to get what we need. So fought a little bit more stuff, collected a bit more stuff, and then came back so we can make it a little bit more, gain some more XP in our shoemaker. So you can see we got the blow up belt, that's all we needed. That was a pretty easy one, and that got us to level 26. And we fell a little bit short, which was quite disappointing. So I had to go back and fight some Prespix and some Milliboo wolves. So now you can see I'm using my Mad Doll to damage both monsters at the same time. It's always ideal on those low levels. And as you can see, again, now that I'm recording the video, I get no drops. So I fought a little bit off camera, came back, and then now we've got, should have enough items to get us to level 27. So we just needed one belt, and that got us to level 27. But now we have to collect the items that we need for our stamina belt. So that's what we're going to run with, because it gives pretty good vitality and pretty good strength, and it does minus agility, which I'm not too worried about as a Satyr. That doesn't really affect us much at all. So we fought some scarecrows, and then in the end the hardest part was we needed to fight some these little mushrooms, the Spimish? Ugh, I don't know, that doesn't sound right. Spymush. No. Somebody has to tell me. I don't know. This was quite a challenge for my level. I wasn't a very high level. The experience for these was pretty good, I won't lie. The only issue was some of them do hit hard. The blues you definitely have to watch out for, because they can one-shot you. The Mad Doll helps, but the most important thing was that Sacrificial Doll. That was the best thing that Satyr had, even back when I first played Satyr back in the day. It helped me out tremendously. So as you can see, the Sacrificial Doll does a huge amount of damage, and then I can finish it off with some Bramble. And I still didn't get the Luigi mushroom that I needed, which was disappointing. But luckily I got it from completing challenges, from beating each of the mushrooms and completing a challenge, which gave me 4 of them, which is perfect, because they only had a 4% drop rate. So I made the stamina belt. I had everything I needed: 4 cobble wall, a Luigi mushroom, and 4 scarecrow tongue. I said it correctly that time, thank you. And made a stamina belt. It's not too bad. The vitality is quite low and the strength is on the upper end. So you can see we got max vitality, low strength, low lock, 45 vitality, which is quite low, 37 strength, which is kind of high but not the highest it could be. But at least that should give us a base to start off with, and then next we're going to start looking at the other items that we can make to continue on with our fight, our Ironman challenge. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you soon.